One of my favorite apostles is John, and he was one of the 12 disciples that Jesus recruited at the beginning of the ministry, and he was in the inner circle of the three that shared intimate and significant moments of Jesus' ministry here on earth. This encounter and connection impacted and shaped the disciples' life, from an ordinary fisherman to become the fishers of men. It influenced his writing and his thoughts to the early church. And his last thoughts as he pens out his letter, John wrote in a farewell greeting in 2 John verse 12. Having many things to write to you, I do not wish to do so with paper and ink, but I hope to come to you and speak face to face, that our joy may be full. And he repeated this again in 3 John verse 14. But I hope to see you shortly, and we shall speak face to face. It wasn't enough just to write to them. He wanted to meet them face to face. And so there is something about face to face meeting. These are the human interactions and there is a personal touch to it. It's not just an instruction, it's not just a meeting, it's not a set of to do or to tell. It's personal because it can be casual and yet it can be very intimate. It's private and it's connecting people and it's connecting hearts together for a higher purpose. And God's higher purpose for us is, to love Him and to love people. And at the same time, it is also about us, our being and our doing. And so when we reach out face to face, you're taking the initiative to care and show concern. And love, is best expressed through caring. People don't care how much you love until they know how much you care. As we speak, COVID-19 is making a mayhem in our nation, in the health and also in the economy sector. And also physically meeting and face-to-face is not possible. In fact, it would be kind of unwise as well. And we don't want to be part of the COVID statistics. However, in Hebrews 10:24, it says that, don't neglect the meeting as is the habit of some. And when it was written, the believers here were under the Roman occupation and they were unusually persecuted by the Roman oppressors and also the religious leaders of the day, because such gathering and meeting together can cause them to even lose their life. This principle of gathering is applicable then, and it is also for us now. But how can we, in a way, gather in the midst of this pandemic? I believe that we just have to be a little bit more creative in this time. In this pandemic, many people are going through difficult and challenging times at home and at work. And we just have to reach out to these ones, one life at a time, one family at a time. When the times are dark, we need to shine the light. And so this is the time to let your light shine by connecting and doing what you can in little or in much, and each according to your capacity. So give you two areas. In the home, we can be at home but not connecting because we're busy with doing our own stuff and our responsibilities. And sometimes we are so focused on our problems and issues that we forget the people that we love who are around us. So give attention to your wife or to your husband. Parents, look out for your kids. Continue to build the emotional bank account through the face-to-face interaction or the spiritual bank account by making deposits so that they grow stronger in these times. Most importantly is do something intentional, face-to-face with your loved ones. Secondly, outside the home, people that God put in your heart to reach. God will bring people to mind and to your path. It could be a thought, it could be an impression. And God can also show you what they are going through. We have the gift of the Spirit, the word of knowledge. that God will reveal to you as we trust and obey Him. On your own, you can do something. Send a gift, buy some grocery, cook a meal, pray for them, or get them involved to care for others as a means to connect face to face online and build that relationship and go deeper, grow deeper, and go wider. So have a great time catching up face to face, online, or in other ways that God will give to you, whether it is directly or indirectly. Blessings.